Okay, I'm calling this video pop quiz. A pop quiz, let's see how much I've been studying for the praxis. And I'm basing this on 33 questions, so it probably won't be as long as I've been making them. Okay? Start the test. Father of the Symphony and String Quartet took the three-part movement and scored it for string and some wind instruments. Symphony became the most significant form of Western music. Created scherzo or joke, third movement by speeding up the tempo. Phased out the Baroque but also continuous style, surprised Symphony No. 94. Father of Symphony, and took out in the quartet, he had three movements and scored it for strings and thunder winds. Symphony became the most significant form of Western music. Created the scherzo of a joke for the third movement by speeding up the tempo. Phased out the Baroque but also continuous style. Surprise Symphony No. 4. I'm going to say about my musical knowledge, I'm going to say Haydn because this sounds a lot like him versus everybody else. Phrygian cadence. Ooh, Phrygian? Okay, I never heard of a Phrygian cadence. Well, let's see if I really have. Okay, first and foremost, 5-1 is perfect authentic. 4-1, the amen is plagal. So no, that's not it. Ooh, okay, now it's gonna leave me with the two middle ones. Alright. Um um chord progression when this wait, I do this all this time and I didn't really think about it. I guess I did a process of elimination on this question. 1825 to 1900, appeals to emotion, composers worked harder to overcome past musical successes, movement to study and preserve music of the past. It's not 1825. Wait a minute. That's not. Okay, no, it's not. 1825. Where did he get that information? It's supposed to be 1820 to the 1900. That date is so wrong. It's 1820s for romantic. This is not willing to really criticize on that question. And I just answered with a plagal cadence is 4-1. Typical hymn book highlighting my answer. Leading note, grace note, note of embellishment, usually one step above, sometimes seldom, is one step below the mean note. Okay, leading note, it should be the leading note, not the leaning note. Appoggiatura. A chord progression where the dominant chord is followed by the tonic chord, 5-1 or 5-1 closing final full cadence. 5-1 in major or 5-1 in a minor key is called authentic. Classical composers. Ooh, yeah, this is interesting. And I'm probably sure I've been taught this one being Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven. William Byrd Madrigals, Julian de Renaissance, tonic 1-3-6, the dominant 2 and 4, dominant major chords, natural minor scale. Don't tell me about the dang modes. But I'm telling you this, if I know what a major mode is by now, and by its definition of natural minor scale, Dr. Miranda, I know you're going to say alien. Minor chord families. Minor chord, gosh. Okay, so 1 and 3, okay, this one. Studied counterpoint in Italy of 1769. You can reconstruct the hierarchies after one hearing. Haydn, the Mozart, forced into music and forced into music and Beethoven, 1600s to 1750s is treated by Baroque. So we gotta do it. Half chords is a half cadence is when anything lands on the 5, meaning that nope 5. Oh, third Renaissance, 1750s to the 1800s. 1750s is the dark classical. Are you being fools enough? Francis Couperin, Claudio Monteverdi, Antonio Vivaldi, Bach sounds more like Baroque. That's just my opinion. 2 points of parallel. Organal. Short syncopated melodies and radiation. Motive. Symphony. Symphony is 3 movements, slow, fast, slow, with the Italian Sinfonia. Foundation scheme for San Martini, and also involves in the 4 movements. Julian de Maud. De Maud was the one that had been to the Notre Dame school. Like he was a court composer and secretary, and he had combined the tonality of traditional music of the church, most with the minstrel player. Prison music. God, good golly, are you tricking my mind? I don't think so, because you know what? I'm on top of my game. So I'm going to say De Perez, which would mean he's Flemish. He has 13 masses and 100 motets and 7 secular works. Scarnell and El Grillo uses continuous imitation. Voices pick up the melodic bows of their parts. Motets allow more freedom than experimentation. Counterpoint. Counterpoint. Okay. Counterpoint is when it becomes linear. Turnaround. Turnaround is turnaround is pop. No, series of chords. Okay.
Very popular in 14th and 15th centuries.
Okay,
Plain
so
song chant, associated with sacred music. Freely interpreted polyphonic work usually based on an existing melody with variations in meter, the rhythm, and wording.
Modes. Modes is I don't articulate modes a lot. Baroque espresso, magnificence and grandeur, Motet opera, classical adopted unpretentious format of heightened feelings, symphony, string, and chord. So Baroque and classical. Major scale. If I want to talk about the modes all day long, I want to say if my favorite professor would have seen this question, and I was in his Theory 3 or Theory 4 class when he might have discussed this one, and thank heavens I paid attention to his butt, just like I did with all my other professors. So, in a way, if I still remember this one, Yeah, they can say what in the world to me all they want. I'm going to say Ionian being major. Okay, so 13th to 18th century. 12th, because this is going to be Mozart. Very popular in the 14th and 15th century. Playing phone. Okay, so the plain phone chant would have to be when it's interpreted. Polyphonic would be Cantus firmus. Cadence. Cadence is what? Oh. How do I explain a cadence? Cadence is. Oh gosh. How would I explain it? When it becomes one family, functional chords that is used to establish a key signature. Means we're going to start with a cadence of whatever progression we're going to start with. But you want to also get to the final resolution of that cadence, which is going to be on tonic. So, tonal modes. Now we're getting somewhere. Tonal modes. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian all have ones. Not bad. Let's see what I missed. Okay, so I had the first ones. I'm going to go down the list and see what we missed. Just to see an idea what questions I might have to work up. Oh, yeah, this one right here. I want to re-look up Mozart. Studied counterpoint in Italy 1769. Realized that he could reconstruct the entire piece after one hearing and compose the entire work to his mind, then later copied down. Married and moved to Vienna. Worked in freelance making opera bufas of Lincoln McNucket. Sorry, my pronunciation's horrible. Don Giovanni, Marriage of Figaro, Magic Flute. Okay, that's Mozart. I should have known that was Mozart. What's the other one? Half cadence. Okay, half cadence. Okay, when one ends, like one goes to a 5, but the 5 is still struggling, but it has to find itself back into tonic, because you gotta say tonic being 1, dominant being 5. It's gotta go back to tonic. That's what I missed. Let's see the other question that seems to be the understanding part. Oh, okay. Turn around and acceptive cadence. Okay, had those two. What is this? Turn around the second and 4, 7 courses is 1, 6, 5. 1, 6, 2, 5. Okay. This active cadence. Okay. When 5 goes into 6, that's where it should go. Or 6 goes 5. I think that's how it goes on that one. Alright, I'm gonna look and see what ones that we have an excellent. Okay, that's about all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too bad.